Greetings everybody, it's the Doctor. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. Thank you for joining me in this video today. It's time for a new featured episode. Season 10.5 is out on Star Trek Online, and with Season 10.5, a brand new featured episode continuing the Iconian War storyline is out called Broken Circle, and it's time to play that new featured episode. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I have heard from many people I should take my time and look around, so I'm going to take that advice. I haven't been spoiled yet, thank goodness, so this will be a blind playthrough for me, first time. I am here at the Research Lab Fleet Holding, as you can see right here beside my ship. That is also new in Season 10.5, and I made a video about that previously. You can watch that. I go all into the new Research Lab Fleet Holding and go in to show you what all that's about and all the gear you can get. It's pretty cool videos, so check that out. This time, for this featured episode, I'm going to play on my science character. The reason why is I have been working secretly in a lab somewhere underneath the ocean. That makes no sense. I have no idea where I was going with that. I was trying to sound like a one of those old programs working. I don't know what I'm talking about now. We've totally gotten off track. All right, let's get back on track. My mind went elsewhere for a moment there. It just decided to take a break from reality. Okay, so I am playing on my science character because I have been taking the time to work on the Iconian reputation finally and build this character up using Iconian gear or Iconian reputation gear, starting with the ground, not space, just ground. So right now I don't have all of the Iconian components. I wish I did, but I don't have them ready for this mission, but I do have most of them. I'm only missing one. I am rocking the Iconian Resistance Personal Shield. So this is from the Iconian Reputation. It's part of the Iconian Resistance Elite set. So there's the Iconian Shield. I also have the Iconian Resistance Pulse Wave Assault. That way I can get the set bonuses from the two pieces. The two-piece bonus is, of course, maximum hit points. I'm getting a large boost in hit points. I'm getting a 5% armor penetration. And unfortunately, that's all I have right now. I don't have the armor yet, which would give me a three-piece bonus called Radiant Subatomic Field, but I don't have that three-piece bonus yet. So I only have the Counter Command Exo Armor right now is what I'm using for armor. So it's not the complete Iconian set, but at least it is most of it. I am also using one of the modules from the Iconian reputation called the Photonic Overload. It's a cone AoE anti-proton damage and perception and damage debuff. As you can see, it does radiation damage and all that good stuff there. So I did put that module on my kit for this mission. So I am using most of the Iconian ground stuff. The only thing I'm missing again is the body armor. Oh well, I just don't have it ready right now. I'm not up to that level tier yet. I'm at tier 3 right now in the Iconian Resistance. So I need to get up to the next level or whatever to get the armor. So, or whatever tier it unlocks. So I'm not quite there yet. I apologize for not having that, but at least we can have most of the Iconian ground stuff on this mission. And then by the time for the next mission, I should have the armor, and then I'll have the complete Iconian set. That'll be fun. Now for space, I do not have any of the Iconian stuff for space yet, but I do have my awesome long-range science vessel tier 6 ship with the Delta Alliance set. The complete Delta Alliance set. Delta Alliance deflector, impulse, warp engine, shields, everything. So this is a complete set, even the neutronic torpedo and the bio gel stuff, bio-neural gel pack. So I have the complete Delta Alliance set for my science vessel. So that's going to be pretty cool. It'll be good enough for this mission. It's going to be pretty powerful. So let's get it on. Broken Circle. The partnership you helped to foster with the Crinum is starting to bear fruit. A research lab has been constructed in the Kiana system, and we are all working together to uncover the inner workings of Anarax's temporal theories. But the project may take more time to complete than we have time left, and the Iconians are mounting an ever more pressing campaign to rid the galaxy of all that does not bow before them. Meet with Captain Kagrin on board the research lab to discuss our best course of action to ensure our survival.
Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Crinum is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left.
Didn't I just say that?
We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Travel to the Kiana system, which is located in Delta Quadrant. Players below level 50 may reach the Kiana system directly by traveling to the Dyson Sphere Gateway near the Jarrett system in the Beta Quadrant. So that's if you don't have access to the Delta Quadrant yet. It looks like we will get a featured episode weekly reward, an emit unstable warp bubble training manual, an Iconian war veteran, dilithium ore, anti-chronoton infused tetrion full auto rifle, console tactical pre-fired chamber, and then available on July 23rd, we're going to get a reactive armor catalyst pack. On July 30th, we're going to get universal kit module jam subspace transmission. And then on August 6th, we're going to get something called Call Delta Alliance Reinforcements. Oh, really? So now I'm not just going to have Nimbus reinforcements. I'll have Delta Alliance reinforcements. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. So we are actually really close to where we need to be. We'll just make a U-turn right here. Almost a U-turn. So this should be fun. By the way, on ground, the weapon I will be using primarily is going to be the Chronoton split beam rifle from the last mission, and I have upgraded that to Mark 14. I really enjoy that. I have tried the Pulse Wave, and even though it's an alright Pulse Wave, it's really not my favorite weapon. Okay. Kiana system, begin Broken Circle. I'm so excited for this.
You are cleared for docking.
And there's the new research lab, which our fleet... Whoa, did you see all those ships in the background? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to go back because I just saw like a billion D ships in the background there. They should have paused on that because holy crap. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and check that out. Alright, Captain Kagrin has sent his aide, Lieutenant Tulek, to give you a brief tour of the Crinum research facility. So far, the Alliance's venture with the Crinum has been very productive. Together, our teams are making progress towards completing Anarax's designs for a ship capable of temporal incursions. The Lieutenant is waiting to greet you, sir. Speak to Lieutenant Tulek. So apparently, we are building that temporal incursion ship, the one that caused so much trouble in Year of Hell. Makes you wonder how it's going to go down here. You know, are they going to betray us? Whatever. Okay, so this is, I'm kind of floating right here. I just noticed I'm floating above the ground. It looks like. Anyway, I had a little bit of distraction there. Before I continue and talk to Lieutenant Tulek, somebody in the comments, or many people in the comments, mentioned to me that I should take my time and I should look around the station before I speak to him. So I'm going to do that now. We'll take a little tour of the research base here. We got a lot of Crinum and a Klingon. Let's go in the middle area and just check it out. Something is coming. I can feel it. Something big. Okay, these are Starfleet personnel. I feel so fortunate to be assigned to this project. It is a pretty cool project, you gotta admit. I mean, if you're into time travel or time manipulation or whatever, this would be pretty cool. So this is actually very similar to the fleet holding that I looked at and we are working on. So, ooh, oh my gosh. That is an awesome sight. I mean, it really is impressive. Makes you wonder what this little thing in the middle is here. It's got a big hatch that opens and closes. For a second there, very strange, but I almost got a Green Lantern vibe to it. I don't know why. I was just thinking of like the rings and how they can touch the big ring thing in the middle. I don't know why I got a Green Lantern vibe from that. Very weird connection. That's a lot of ships. That's a lot of ships right there, my friend. This is cool. So these are the artifacts that... Crinum artifacts, I guess. So if I'm right, when I looked at the fleet holding, yep, this one's over here too. This looks like a flux capacitor. I love that little Easter egg. That is such a cool Easter egg. That's also in the fleet holding. So when you go to the conference room on the fleet version, has that as well. That is a really, 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 really cool Easter egg. I don't know what all this other stuff is, but interesting. Okay, moving on. Development. Oh, cool. Oh, there's Nog. There's 7 of 9. Researcher Noi. And okay. Here's things happening. Research and development. Let's go upstairs and take a look at it. Things are happening. Things are happening. Can I climb up the ladder? No, why can't I climb up the ladder? Well, it's a thing and it's spinning. It's a spinning thing. And here's the captain again. Did I go in here? No, I didn't go in the research one. Oh, cool. Look at those colors. Pretty chronoton colors. I like it. The doctor would be very scared of this place. Not for himself. He would be very scared of what these people are about to do with time travel and the manipulation of time. The Time Lords always did watch over other races. Any race that was close to achieving time travel, they always kept an eye on them or even stopped them at some points. Speak to Lieutenant Tulloch.
Greetings. On behalf of Captain Cogran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Lead the way. I think I've already been there, but that's all right. Cutscene.
And here, we have the development area.
How much do you know about the Crenum, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Crenum. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine, but what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
You're darn right it would, because you know what? They developed that in Voyager. In the Year of Hell, when they found out the frequency of some such thing, they were able to devise, I believe 7 of 9 it was able to devise, or maybe it was Tuvok actually. And now that I think about it, it might have been Tuvok who developed the temporal shielding. So one of them anyway developed the temporal shielding for Voyager, and that kept Voyager safe from the timeline changes finally that the Crinum ship made, and that ultimately led to the Crinum ship's destruction. Okay, Crinum Technology, speak with researcher Jalen. You got it.
Welcome to our facility.
Whoa!
I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
I'm sorry, that voice just threw me off. That's never heard that voice in this game before. Whoever's doing that voice acting there, that's a different person, all right. Yeah, I get this. This is not time travel. We are basically reshaping the universe by removing elements from the past.
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened.
Yeah, imagine having the temporal shield around your ship and then destroying something that completely wipes out like Earth or the Federation or Starfleet or whatever. There would be nothing left. You would be the only one.
But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
But who has the power? Who has the power to make those decisions? I mean, for the entire galaxy, for other people. Who has the right? I should say, not the power. Who has the right to make those decisions for the entire universe? You know? I mean, seriously, who gets to decide your war doesn't get to exist, your war doesn't get to exist, this species doesn't get to exist, blah 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 doesn't get to exist? Who has the right? Nobody should have that kind of power. Really, nobody should.
Captain Cogran's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
This could lead to very bad things. I mean, just imagine if this was used for the wrong purposes, you know, which of course it was in the very beginning with Anorax's ship. Anorax used it for the wrong purpose, and it caused a lot of trouble. I mean, that just goes to show this can really be abused. And I don't trust the Crinum. I have a bad feeling about them. Like they're a snake in the grass. I really do have a bad feeling about the Crinum.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a warrior like yourself. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Agent Cray would like a word.
Temporal Agent Philip Cray. Of course, the Temporal Agency would be here. In fact, you would hope that they are like really against this, because you would think they would be against this.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project.
Pleased to meet you. Why does this project need a liaison?
The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive.
I agree.
Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events and should make every effort to maintain the timeline.
They are basically going against the Temporal Prime Directive here.
Indeed. That should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions.
I wonder what the future is thinking, the future Starfleet. Because remember, future Starfleet, and I'm talking like 29th century and on future Starfleet, can scan the past with sensors much like they can scan, space. So they know this is going on. They know this is happening. They know what we're up to. They know the results of it. What are their thoughts about this? Do you think future Starfleet is going to allow us to do this? Or are we going to get, as Captain, what's his name? Gosh, I can't believe I forgot. Captain, starts with a B, I think. Captain something from that Star Trek Voyager episode, where he came back from the 29th century and wanted to eradicate Voyager because they somehow messed up the timeline. Then they ended up in 1997, but then they ended up changing the future or whatever, and fixed it. I don't know, whatever. All that. And then there was another, Braxton, that's his name, Captain Braxton. And then there was another incursion where they actually recruited 7 of 9 from the past. They beamed her to the future to help them in the past, and it was a cool episode, actually. Captain Braxton. I mean, are we going to see that Starfleet from the future interfere here? Because this is big stuff, man. This is really big stuff.
I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
I still have my objections, and I'll be bringing them up with command. Well, I mean, I guess I have been this whole point, up to now, I have been voicing my objections, haven't I? So maybe I really do have objections. I'll bring them up with command. I mean, but they already know. Who am I to tell them, But still, I can at least voice my opinion. Never be afraid to voice your opinion. So I'm going to at least voice my opinion. It's out there, and I've done my part at that point. Okay. Begin the briefing, I suppose. Let's do this.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleet are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We're still running simulations. And we've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians.
But we're not ready.
Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Question. why the urgency right now to go make this big push? I mean, so far it seems that the missions that we've done up to this point, it hasn't felt like there's a need to, you know, really worry about the Iconians. Except for the STFs and except for these missions here, we really haven't seen the Iconians cause any kind of havoc in this game. It doesn't really look like they're that big of a threat, even though we keep hearing that they are. It doesn't feel like they are. Is this mission going to change that feeling? I don't know, but I don't see the urgency. It seems like we do have a few weeks to wait to go ahead and keep working with this incursion stuff. Why do we need to make this big push, commit all of our forces? Really? Then what will we have left? How will we use this weapon against them if we don't have any ships left? I don't know that this is necessary right now. But I guess that's the mission, so that's what we're going to do, huh? That is... oh my... okay, hold on. Close. That is... wow. That's the most ships I think that Star Trek Online has ever put on screen at once. That is really cool. Okay. Orders coming in from Captain Cagrin, sir. The battle has commenced and Captain Paris is preparing to engage the enemy. The TARDIS is to rendezvous with the task force waiting in the Kiana system and then report with them to the Herald Sphere to reinforce the ships already there. Rendezvous with the task force.
You are the last ship to arrive. We are ready to set course for the sphere.
I'm not the last. There's a lot of ships here that are left. But okay, whatever you say.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Warping off. Whoa, okay, there's things happening. And we're right at the Herald Sphere, like literally, here it is. Sir, the fleet is in complete disarray. We're picking up multiple distress calls as well as an incoming transmission from Captain Paris. Do you want me to put it on the screen?
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
First of all, what did you guys expect? There's a herald, there's a sphere here the size of like the orbit of a planet around a star. This thing is huge. Okay? Of course they got ships. They in reserve. They probably got billions of ships in reserve inside this thing. And that surprises you? Are you guys just totally crazy? And this whole thing, I told you guys this was an issue. Why are we doing this? You expected that we would win somehow? My mind is blown right now at just the sheer stupidity of this campaign. This was not needed right now. We could have waited. Clear a path to the flagship, huh? Clear sector Alpha, so we gotta rings. We gotta get closer.
This is Pilot X from the USS Keller. We are losing warp containment and are in need of immediate assistance.
Where are you, Keller? Keller? Keller. Where's the Keller at? That's not helping.
Engines and weapons are down! Requesting immediate assistance!
Waiting available. This is Commander Noble on RRW. Require immediate assistance.
That was cool. I love this ship, by the way. If you haven't seen the review of this ship, check it out. I did a review video of this ship. Now you guys can see it in action again right here in this video. As you can see, it's awesome.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Well, except for these solar gateways. Holy crap. Those hurt a lot.
Hull integrity below 75%. Target's shields have failed.
Another one? Jeez.
Target's shields have failed.
Well, I survived. I didn't explode. Some of these you can't fight. You can't click on them.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Isn't this ship just awesome?
Target's shields have failed.
Isn't this ship just so cool? Check that out. I didn't die at all. Oh, they do have a timer on them. I guess I should hurry. Did I do it? Okay. That must be the flagship, I'm guessing. That must be Paris, I'm guessing.
We're falling back.
I would imagine so.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle.
Of course.
Farewell, Captain.
Of course, the Klingon's gonna go head first.
Today is a good day to die.
Of course.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
I thought you were gonna give up and fall back. What, now all of a sudden we're not falling back? What the heck? You changed your mind very quickly. Okay, that was weird. Clear a path to the gateway. I did that. Path
We'll
cleared.
take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
Okay, through the gateway, I guess. Sure. That's a little clunky there. It's so weird, though. I mean, the Klingon, sure, he does his kamikaze thing, but then all of a sudden Paris is like, okay, now we got one chance at this. All of a sudden he snaps and changes his mind. Okay. We've traveled to inside the sphere. From what we know, the heralds use this sphere to control and protect the Iconian Gateway network. We've had strike forces assaulting spheres like this one since the beginning of the war, but we've never managed to do more than knock the gateways offline temporarily. First priority is finding our strike teams. The enemy flagship is straight ahead. Priority Hell.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by.
Right. Clear a path to the flagship. So this is basically the STF, the Herald Sphere. Okay, I guess his one Klingon ship really did do a lot of damage to
Warning,
that
ship
ship.
is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
into position now.
Wait for carriers to move into position. Why can't we just
Herald
take it out?
reinforcements inbound.
Why can't we just blow it up now? Why can't we just blow it up now while it's damaged? Shoot it. Fire at it. Fire. Torpedoes. Go, 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 go. That's so stupid. Come on. Why do we have to wait for carriers? We don't need carriers. This thing's vulnerable right now. Shoot at it. Shoot at it. Defend carriers while they launch shuttles. That makes no sense.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
There, I win. Now what? Why can't I just shoot at it? Why do we need to send shuttles? Shoot at it. Shoot it. Shoot it in the butt. It's like right here. I just kind of, look, all I got to do is go like this and fire my torpedoes. Look, now I can shoot at it. This is weird. This makes no sense.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Look, I win. This really isn't that difficult. But again, I do have a pretty good ship build here.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
Haven't even had to use Photonic Fleet yet. Did we do it? Oh, wow, okay, we did it. Well, that wasn't too difficult. Beam to flagship.
Boarding parties are on the flagship and reporting heavy resistance. I'll stay here and keep any reinforcements off your back. You need to transport to the flagship and help our teams there.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a mix of space and ground, which is kind of cool. I like it when they mix it like that, and it's not just all one thing.
Great! We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams. Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
Okay. Get to try out some of my new powers here. Let's try out that. Cool. Cool. Speak to Lieutenant Tulloch. Thank you, Admiral. Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team. Okay, follow me. I guess we got a big Klingon team now. That's cool. Klingon, or a group of Klingons.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties.
That's not a problem.
Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead.
And I'll discharge some of my own weapons. Watch this. Bam! I'll show you guys the pulse wave just for demonstration's sake. That's the Iconian pulse wave right there. Let's try it.
I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
See how it works? Kind of like a shotgun almost.
Flanking damage detected.
But it's alright. It's not terrible, but
Personal shield losing power.
that's how it works anyway. Disable power junction interface. And it is an Iconian.
You care so little for your lives when you know that the wave of my hand, what have you done?
What?
You did insolence.
She didn't have powers? What? Fight Matara. Oh my gosh, we get to fight an Iconian.
Matara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy. Herald,
oh,
reinforcements!
Crap. I went through that dialogue too quickly. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to collect that box, and I accidentally went through the dialogue. Oops.
We need to disable the other junction, sir.
Wonder if we can go back and see what it said. Yes, we can. You will burn for your insolence, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, what are you doing? This is Tom Paris. Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially. Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable. Continue to disable power junctions to force Matara to use gateways. So I guess normally they can use the ship's power or whatever for gateways. But they can also create them themselves, but it would drain their power to do so. So if she can create a lot of gateways, then her power will decrease and that'll make her vulnerable. I guess that's the idea here. Okay. If you say so.
There is another power junction ahead.
Is she gonna pop out? Guess not. Interesting. Oh, can't go that way. It's a big place. And we can't go that way. Okay. The floors are very weird. It's almost like the floors are lava or something. Can't go that way either. That way's red. Red is dead, apparently. Well, where are we supposed to go? Oh, this way. See, it's like lava. It's really strange and different. I like it. Yep. Okay. Well, there's stuff going on in here. Okay, let's not fall down there. There she is.
You may have damaged this ship, but I will still destroy you.
Sure. Where is she? She's like hovering right there.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junctions.
It's working! She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
Shield losing power.
More reinforcements, sir!
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Ow. Ooh, that hurt.
The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction ahead.
So we're basically weakening her with every one we disable here. So normally we wouldn't be able to take out a fully powered Iconian, but I guess a depowered Iconian we can, perhaps.
Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
Weird energy balls.
I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
You think you're the hero? You're not. You're weak, pathetic, and I will destroy you.
Why the hate? Where's the love? Show the love. Frame rate just went
Scans
to
confirm
crap.
her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
Here, have.
I see what you are trying to do. But your efforts are meaningless.
I don't know. They might.
Prepare yourself.
They might be meaningful. They just might be meaningful.
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
We must disable the other interface before we continue.
You got it. Okay, moving on. The floor is lava, the floor is lava, the floor is lava. I do like the design of this
The
Iconian
area
ship.
ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Very unique design. 4 junctions. Jeez, ramp it up on us, why don't you? 1, 2, I see 2, but where's 3 and 4? Oh, across there. Of course, as soon as we hit this, you know what's going to happen. Oh, this is a big room. Okay, here we go. It comforts me pretty well, gotta say. That's a cool thing.
Reinforcements on their way.
Shield losing power. Enemy target undead. Personal shield losing power.
More reinforcements. Watch your back.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Flanking damage detected.
Cool. It's a nice big ground fight. She sounds like she's like an old radio losing its battery power.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Last one, here we go. Uh-oh. She ain't immortal if she can fall.
I see clearly now, Ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transport
Yeah, now would be a good time to get out of here. Run for your lives. All we did is made him
Count
more
yourself
mad.
among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
Matara is dead.
I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the heralds will be coming back in force.
Acknowledge. Scan derelict vessel for survivors. There are so many ships. Yes, there are. Lots of ships. What ship is that? Looks like a Constitution class. That's weird. Apparently we have to go way out here to a specific location. Scan derelict vessel. Gateways are opening at the edge of the system. Alliance Command is ordering all available ships to fall back and not engage Herald ships. It's time to go. Agreed. Lay on a course out of the system. Sir, I'm detecting escape pods on long-range sensors. So we gotta go save people now. We lost so many ships. What could be worth this price? I don't know why we sent them in the first place, but okay. There are refused for all these ships, all these people. Sadly, this is not the time to mourn. Yeah, let's go. My brain is trying to process all this information. There's a lot of things I want to say, but I'm not sure I remember everything I want to say. We have returned to the Kiana system, sir. Several of the senior officers are waiting for you in the conference room. Acknowledge. We gotta go speak to everybody now, of course, for our failure. Or not failure? I don't know what it is. Conference room, where are you? Let's speak to Nog.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenum device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career, but actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
I agree with Nog. Nobody should.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
Cogran, what do you have to say?
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure.
I don't know, we killed an
We're still
Iconian.
totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict.
That's true.
Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconians' arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
She kind of killed herself, though. She didn't have to keep making gateways. That's something I wanted to bring up.
Indeed, but that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stovercore this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
Not just yet. Let's talk about this mission, because I do have some things I want to talk about. I can't get on the table. I want on the table. Okay. Well, we won't go on the table then. Number 1. First of all, why did we have to go into this battle anyway? Why did Cogran feel so passionate or whatever? Why did he want us to go do this now? Why wouldn't he allow us to wait to build this Crenum incursion device? Why was he so adamant that we had to go do this now? We had to go join, not just take some of our forces. No, let's take all of our forces that we've been massing over this time, and let's just go haphazardly try to destroy a herald sphere, and just one herald sphere, knowing that there are many other herald spheres anyway, and also knowing that there's the main sphere itself around Iconia. Remember, let's not forget that one. Why would you then just take all of our forces to try to take over one herald sphere? It's like, that's like a waste. It's like you've been building up this army all this time, and then you just go throw it. You just waste it. I would have saved them all up and then used them when we go to use the incursion device here. You know, that's when we would need our army. That's when we would need our army of ships. Is at that point, not now. So first of all, I question doing this mission in the first place. I don't think it was necessary. I don't feel the threat that Cogran feels. They keep saying the Iconians are destroying things, but I don't see that happening, you know. None of the cutscenes have even shown us that the Iconians are taking over worlds or star systems or solar systems or civilizations. At least with Stargate. Yeah, I'm going back to Stargate on this. I kind of look at the Iconians like the Ori War were. I kind of look at them like that. And at least in Stargate, we saw the Ori taking over civilizations. They would come, they would make beachheads, huge, you know, stargates into space. They would, with their ships and everything, but they would come, they would preach their origin stuff, and then they would, you know, if you didn't submit, they would destroy the planet or infect you with a virus or something or whatever. But they actually showed that people were being taken over. In Star Trek Online here, I'm not getting the sense that worlds are being destroyed, that, you know, civilizations are being destroyed or taken over or having to bow down to the Iconians. I'm not getting that sense in all of these missions. So far, each mission has been like a little bubble. You know, you had that one with Paris where you go take out that Solanae station. That was cool, but that was like in a bubble. It was just a little bitty bubble of a thing. Then you had the one where the time in a bottle, that was cool. The one before that, where we went to the House Peg, and we went to that colony, you know, that just again seemed like we were attacking the Iconians. It didn't seem like the Iconians were attacking anybody except us because we were in their space. And then even before that, the whole thing that got this started, the starbase, they went after a rogue starbase that nobody's ever heard of before. And yeah, okay, they took that over. And then they took, I guess, New Romulus. They didn't really take it over. I guess they tried. But did we succeed or not? I don't even know if that was ever resolved. You know, if they took over New Romulus or not. I don't know what happened with that. But after that, it's like, okay, are they really a threat out there? Because it doesn't seem like they are. So that's why I question this whole thing, because it seems like there hasn't been a big build-up to the threat of the Iconians. They don't feel like a threat to me. They just feel like this mustache-twirling enemy that's out there on the fringes of space waiting to pounce, but they haven't yet pounced. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're waiting, but they haven't yet attacked us, except for little small incursions here and there, which have been pretty small in scale. So that's why this whole thing just didn't seem necessary to me. It seems like we're the antagonists almost. We're the ones going to war with the Iconians instead of the Iconians going to war with us. So that's why it seems a little backwards. Okay, so there's that. Let's get that out of the way. Number 2, Matara killed herself. I mean, she did not have to keep creating gateways. If she knew her power was draining because we were taking that power away from the ship or whatever, then all she had to do was stop traveling via gateway. She could have just quit and just gone home, sat on the couch and watched TV. Instead, she decided to keep making these gateways. She knew what we were doing. She knew that each one would weaken her, and that was going to happen. And in the end, she killed herself, really. She kept making the gateways, which ultimately killed herself. She could have sent another Iconian, you know? Why did she have to, if she was weakened, let's say, okay, here's Matara. She's saying to herself, I'm weakened. I'm not going to be able to, maybe some backup would help. Maybe I'll send Taket. Taket, go fight these guys because they've drained my power and they need to die. So send Taket and go do the dirty work, you know? So that's the Iconians are smart enough to know that and do that. So her not doing that, kind of stupid on the part of the Iconian right there. Kind of stupid. Also, just the villain of the Iconian themselves, they are that cliche mustache-twirling villain. They haven't had any dialogue that has any depth. All of their dialogue is very cliche and really doesn't have a point to it. And so far, we don't know why they're so angry for us lesser beings. You know, at least in Babylon 5, there was a reason why the Shadows wanted to destroy everybody or cause chaos. The reason was to make us stronger, and those that would eventually come out being stronger would be, rulers of the galaxy or whatever. They would be stronger. There was a reason for it. They're like breeding us in a way. But the Iconians, they just want to kill us and destroy us for no reason. No reason at all. They've been chilling out in the Andromeda Galaxy for 200,000 years. And why would they want to come back now and rule the Milky Way galaxy? I still question their motives. What is it with the Milky Way galaxy that they want to rule this galaxy for? I mean, is there something here we don't know about? Is there something hidden? Why do they care so much about this galaxy that they want to destroy everybody and rule the galaxy as rulers of the universe or whatever? I don't know. Why do they want to do that? What's their motive? So far, I don't know the Iconians' motive, and I don't think anybody's ever asked that question. Why hasn't somebody in Starfleet asked the question, what's the Iconians' motive? Why do they even care about the Milky Way galaxy after 200,000 years? They've been living in a whole nother galaxy. Why don't they go try to rule that galaxy or another galaxy? Why are they so concerned with this one? I don't know. Is it just revenge? But we weren't here 200,000 years ago for that. Humans had nothing to do with the destruction of the Iconians 200,000 years ago. We were still in caves, trying to learn how fire works. So, so it's like, why? Why? I don't get that. Okay, back to this mission here. There was something else that was stupid about it. I can't remember what it is, but on another playthrough, I'm sure I'll pick it out. But there was something I mentioned that I thought was kind of stupid as well. Oh, it was like, why didn't we destroy the Iconian ship when we had the chance? I mean, it seemed like that Klingon who did the kamikaze there, that they were really hurt. That ship was really hurt. It was like trying to build power back up. Why didn't we just take all of our ships at that point and just fire on it and destroy it? Why did we need to go board it? I don't understand that. There were many perfect moments there when we could have destroyed it. Second, I am trying to still understand and learn how the Iconians' powers work. There's something about their essence that's like a battery where they're just powered up. They have energy. What this energy is, I don't know. Where this energy comes from, I don't know. The fact that it's kind of tied into their ships doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That is a pretty big weakness. If you're going to be a powered being with powers, or you have energy or whatever, why would you tie it into your ships? You know, you would want that to be self-contained, which I guess she is self-contained, but still, it's like, why would weakening power on the ship weaken an Iconian? That doesn't make any sense. There's a connection there I'm not making or something. Somebody explain it to me. But why would the power on the ship weaken the Iconian? And why would the Iconian build it so that it's that way? That's kind of a stupid design. It's another thing the Iconians are stupid at. So yeah, I don't know. Now the fact that we killed an Iconian, was it too easy? I mean, it really wasn't easy if you consider the fact you had to go through all of those stages. You know how many power things we had to take out. We took out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or so. We took out like 9 of those, I think, if I recall. That's quite a bit to weaken an Iconian enough to kill it. So it did take a lot to kill one, and there are still many others. So I guess it was difficult, but the question is, should that have worked? Should they maybe have ended this a different way? Instead of the Iconian dying, what if the Iconian was just hurt really bad, and the other Iconians came and you know, beamed her away or whatever, but we didn't actually kill her? That would, to me, would make the Iconians seem more godlike. If they're trying to make the Iconians seem like immortals, that would need to happen. We would need to wound it really bad, but it still get away in the end here. But no, we actually killed one. So I guess they're really not that great, as powerful as we think they are, which is, I don't know. Some people will like that, some people won't, you know. Some people will like the fact that they are weak and they're not that strong of an alien, or other people might say, yeah, that's too weak. The Iconians should be a little stronger than that. Make them a little more make them a little more immortal, and so that the only way to kill them would be this time incursion with the Crenum that we're working with. So I don't know, that could swing both ways there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess if they were going for the Iconians being all talk, all smack, but nothing to back them up, a weak alien, then they succeeded. But if they wanted to make the Iconians seem powerful, that was not the way to go. I might have preferred that they had gone that way. Tried to keep them powerful, keep them so they almost are like immortals, but make it so that it's really hard for us to take them down. Then we really would have failed. See, I don't really think we failed the mission too badly. We did kill an Iconian, but they're saying we failed the mission here. So, you know, if we had not killed an Iconian and it survived after all, then I would say, yeah, that would be a failure. You destroyed half of or most of your armada, and at the same point, the Iconian got away. So I don't know, a little weird on the ending there. I do like the fact that this mission has a very, very good mix of space versus ground, and I like that. Most of the missions have been either space or ground, and I like the fact that this mixes it up and has both. I like that balance, and I want more of that balance. Now, all of those things aside, I'm really nitpicking there, but all of those things aside, I just playing this mission as a Star Trek Online, you know, mission, just like all the others, storyline aside, it was fun, and I can't wait to play it again. I want to play it on all my characters because I want to see how good my ships are. It's a good test of your ships against the heralds. It's also a good test on your ground character as well against the heralds on the ground. So this will be a good test to test your ship's space and then ground combat. So if you want a good test of metal, so to speak, this mission is good for that. So I'm looking forward to doing this on my engineer and my tactical character and my others as well. And if it's interesting enough, I'll record it, but I may not. I don't know. This video is already very lengthy, I know, and unless I just discover something new or different from those playthroughs, I'll just leave it at that. I'm sure everybody's got opinions about this mission, so drop them down. Let's beam up and let's actually turn this in and get our rewards and see what all that's about. The only thing I think this mission was missing was Tuvok. I think Tuvok should have been in it. He would have been in something like this. You know, if we're having all of our forces out there to attack the Iconians and you're on this research base, Tuvok should have been a part of this. Especially with the temporal shielding, because I swear he had a big part of that temporal shielding was Tuvok in the Year of Hell.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
I just remembered something else to talk about as well. Now that we have killed Matara, all that's done is annoy the bee's nest, you know? It's made the nest, the other Iconians, much more angry with us. We've disturbed the hornet's nest, that's the term. You know, that's all we've done. Now, we've rattled that cage. We made them more angry at us. Now they wanted to really destroy us. They wanted to before, but now they really want to. That's bad for us. All we did is make things worse for ourselves. You know what I mean? That's terrible. Okay, why would I need a pre-fire chamber? That's weird that is an option here. Plus 20% cannon weapon damage, but you can get those in the exchange for so much cheaper, and I don't know why they would make that a mission reward now. But anyway, let's get the anti-chronoton infused Tetrion full auto rifle. That is a name, isn't it? Definitely want to use that in the next mission. I want to try it, or replay this one and try it with that. Accolade complete, unbroken. So look at all the goodies we get. We get an emit unstable warp bubble training manuals. Go ahead and open all those up. Emit unstable warp bubble 1, emit unstable warp bubble 2, and emit unstable warp bubble 3. We can either get an enhanced universal tech upgrade or 1 specialization point. We get an anti-chronoton infused Tetrion full auto rifle. Let's go to Earth Space Dock and take a look at this thing equipped. Want to see what the weapon looks like. I kind of want to see how it fires now. Okay, let's see what this thing looks like. Interesting. There you go. It's almost like the shotgun. It looks like the shotgun, but with fancy colors on it. So it fires this kind of weapon fire bolts. Anti-chronoton infused Tetrion bolts is what it fires. Interesting. And we got some kit, just regular kit stuff. Okay, cool. I want to see how this thing fires, though. I wonder if there's a ground mission I could jump in. What I'll probably do is I'll go ahead and replay this mission anyway with this weapon, or play something in the future and show you guys what it looks like. I really haven't gone through any of the new weapons to show videos on those, but that's something I can probably do in the future, is to like get a bunch of these weapons together, just go ahead and play these missions, get all these weapons together that we've been getting, and show them off to you guys so you can see what they look like and what they do. But I'll have to try this one and see what happens. Okay, everybody. That was the featured mission here, Broken Circle. Drop a comment and let me know what you think of that mission as you play it. And otherwise, I'll leave it right there. If I find it interesting to record, I might on my other characters. But if I don't, this will be the last video for it. But if I do, there will be more. I don't know. So if you see more, there's more. If you don't see more, then there's not more. And that's how I'm going to leave this. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned for the next one.